Welcome back to RVP Auto1, the channel where we dive into the world of real vehicles for real people. Today, we're looking at a van that's taken practicality, affordability, and adventure to a whole new level. Meet the 2025 Dacia Dokker 4x4 camper, a rugged twist on a budget-friendly platform that's been quietly making waves in the campervan community. Now, let's get straight into it. At first glance, the Dokker 4x4 camper doesn't scream flashy design or luxury, but that's exactly what makes it so interesting. It's unassuming, it's honest, and it doesn't try to be something it's not. But underneath that practical body lies something pretty special, a compact camper ready to take on more than just paved roads. The front end hasn't changed much from the standard Dokker look: simple grille, clear headlamps, and a straightforward bumper. But take a step around the side and you'll start noticing the camper-specific upgrades. A raised suspension, chunky all-terrain tires, and protective plastic cladding make it obvious this isn't your average city van. The 2025 model benefits from Dacia's latest update on their utilitarian platform. While still built with cost efficiency in mind, this version feels tighter and slightly more refined than previous years. Under the hood, we've got a 1.5-liter DCI diesel engine pushing out around 115 horsepower. Not a rocket by any means, but paired with a new Gen 4 wheel-drive system, it gets the job done admirably. Now let's talk performance. You're not going to outrun anything in the Dokker, but that's not the point. The point is that you can get to places that standard campers would never dare to go. Thanks to its low-range gearing and decent ground clearance, this thing can climb steep, muddy trails and handle rough terrain far better than you'd expect from a van that costs less than most SUVs. But where it really gets interesting is inside. Step through the side sliding door and you're greeted by a compact yet incredibly functional camper layout. Everything's been designed with space saving in mind. There's a fold-out bed, a small kitchenette with a sink and portable gas stove, clever storage compartments built into every corner, and even a pop-up table for eating or working. Despite its size, the camper feels surprisingly open. Natural light flows in through the rear windows and optional skylight. The materials are basic but tough, perfect for outdoor life. It's not luxurious, but it feels like it's made for people who actually want to use it in the wild. The conversion we tested includes insulated panels, auxiliary battery system, USB ports, and LED interior lighting, all powered by a solar panel mounted on the roof. You also get an optional roof rack and awning system, giving you extra storage for bikes, kayaks, or just more camping gear. For weekend warriors or full-on vanlifers on a budget, it checks a lot of boxes. On the road, the Dokker 4x4 drives a bit like a small SUV. Steering is light, visibility is excellent, and because it's not a massive vehicle, maneuvering in city traffic or tight country roads is a breeze. Wind and road noise are definitely present at highway speeds, but again, this isn't a luxury cruiser. What matters is it gets you and your gear where you want to go, without needing a giant rig or an enormous bank loan. Fuel efficiency is another strong point. We averaged around 5.5 liters per 100 kilometers in mixed driving, which is phenomenal for a camper with 4x4 capabilities. And because it's a Dacia, maintenance and running costs are relatively low. Parts are affordable, and the simplicity of the design means you won't need a degree in automotive engineering to fix minor issues. Of course, it's not all perfect. The ride can feel bumpy on rougher roads due to the solid rear axle. The engine, while reliable, isn't exactly punchy, especially when fully loaded with camping gear. And for taller folks, the interior standing height might feel cramped. You'll find yourself stooping a bit unless you go with the optional pop-top roof, which is a must-have if you plan on spending more than a weekend inside. Another point worth noting is the lack of some modern driver aids. Don't expect adaptive cruise control or lane keeping assist here. You do get basics like ABS, traction control, hill start assist, and a decent reversing camera, but beyond that, it's pretty old school. Again, it fits the Dokker's character: keep it simple, keep it tough. As for pricing, this is where the Dokker really wins. Depending on the conversion options, you can get a fully equipped 4x4 camper version starting around €28,000, which is nearly half the price of many competing campervans with similar features. And because the base vehicle is mass-produced, it also means better availability and quicker delivery compared to many custom-built camper options out there. For solo travelers, couples, or even small families who want a go-anywhere van without breaking the bank, the 2025 Dacia Dokker 4x4 camper is a seriously compelling option. It may not have the bells and whistles of high-end builds, but what it offers is freedom. The freedom to hit the road, take the unbeaten path, and do it all in a package that's as humble as it is capable. And let's be honest, that's what van life is all about. Not showing off, not living in luxury, but being free to go wherever the road, or trail, leads you. The Dokker gives you that in a way that's honest, practical, and surprisingly fun. Would we recommend it? Absolutely, especially if you're looking to get into the campervan world without overcomplicating things. It's not just a tool, it's a ticket to adventure. And that's why we're giving the 2025 Dacia Dokker 4x4 camper a solid thumbs up from the RVP Auto1 crew. If you're thinking of picking one up, make sure to look at the different conversion options. Some third-party kits offer even more flexibility depending on your travel style, whether you're into mountain biking, hiking, surfing, or just exploring remote villages off the grid. That wraps up our review of this underdog of a camper. Let us know in the comments, would you take this over a bigger van? Where would you take your Dokker on its first road trip? And if you've already owned one, we'd love to hear your experience. Thanks again for watching RVP Auto1. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss out on more honest, in-depth vehicle reviews. We'll catch you on the next one. Until then, drive safe and keep exploring.